Hello friends, so today we will be looking at this very important design pattern called strategy pattern. So let's look at the design problem first. So this is a person class. So it's having some methods like eat, walk, drink and introduce. So introduce is an abstract method and each one of them is providing its own implementation. So now software engineer, typist and gardener are the three classes which are inheriting from this person class, all these methods. Now we want to add a new functionality called type, but we want to add in only these two classes because a gardener can't type. So one solution will be to add in both of these classes, but since this is a common functionality, we would like to add it in the parent class. But the problem, if we add in parent classes, the gardener will also inherit the same implementation. So one naive solution will be to define type method with an empty implementation in the gardener class. That way you are overriding this default implementation of type in gardener and you are explicitly saying that the gardener cannot type by providing this empty implementation. It is just doing nothing. But this will not be a good way. So we try our hand on this solution. So we are defining a separate interface called typeable, in which we separate out the type functionality. The type method is declared in this interface, and the person class is still as it is, and these three classes are still inheriting from the person class and implementing their own versions of introduce method. But now the only difference is, in addition to inheriting from this person class, software engineer and typist classes are also implementing the functionality provided by this typeable interface. So they are also implementing the type method. So the problem with this is type method is defined once in the software engineer class and once in the typist class, and let's say both of them have exactly same implementation. Then this design will cause a problem called code duplication. Why is code duplication a problem? Because it will cause unnecessary increase in lines of code, and lines of code increases, so complexity of the code will also increase. Next is consumes more space. This is a very slight matter in today's scenario where hard disk space is not a major problem. It's quite cheap. One more thing, if changes in mechanism has to be done in all places. Okay, so if we define type method in all the classes which require it and we are providing the same implementation, let's say tomorrow if we want to change the mechanism of typing, so we want to do some modifications in the implementation here, so we have to do it in software engineer, separately do in typist. Suppose we forget it to do in some class, then it will cause a problem. So we want all the implementation of type method at only one place. Okay, so let's look at what the solution is. So we separate out the varying part. So what is the varying part? The type is the difference, right? A gardener can't type while a software engineer and a typist can type. So this is the varying part among these three classes, and we encapsulate it. Encapsulate, that is, pack is inside a capsule, right? So the typing behavior, which varies across a typist and a gardener, is separated out in a different portion, and a reference to them is hold in the person class. So person class is equipped with a reference to this type behavior. Type behavior is now a completely separate interface. The functionality has nothing to do with these classes, and this type behavior interface is being implemented by three classes called type fast, don't type, and type slow. And because the person class is equipped with a type behavior reference, these three classes also inherit this type behavior reference. But since this reference is an interface reference, it can point to any of its child classes. So this type behavior can be type fast, don't type, or type slow. So the gardener objects will assign a don't type object to this type behavior reference, while a typist object will assign a type fast to its type behavior reference. And maybe a software engineer can maybe if he types slow, then he or she can assign a type slow object to its type behavior reference. So they can decide on runtime what object they want to assign to this reference. So this is the overview of the class diagram of our strategy pattern. So this is the strategy pattern. So the strategy is defined on runtime, what strategies to be used. Thank you, friends.